Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the RevoGeo Pandinus Imperator. So yes, here we have the first figure in the RevoGeo line, which is the Pandinus Imperator, or the Emperor Scorpion, as I will be referring to it as from now on. And this is honestly an incredibly disappointing figure. I was really excited whenever I saw that Revoltech was going to be making like big arthropods and stuff, especially scorpions. I'm fairly fond of scorpions. And Revoltech is known for making really well-articulated things. And unfortunately, that is not what this is. It's also very overpriced for what you get, and it is generally something I would just highly recommend avoiding unless it gets like super discounted, like to half or less of original retail price. I would not get this. It is easily my most disappointing purchase in a long time. Starting off with a quick size comparison, of course, here we have our Emperor Scorpion. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Obviously, the Scorpion is not anywhere near being in scale with either one of these. You would be getting it to use as some sort of giant monster Scorpion. For that purpose, he's still not huge. He's actually only just a bit bigger than like the maximum size for an actual Emperor Scorpion. But he's big enough to be fairly menacing towards like 1/12 scale or 6-inch kind of figures. And works even better with 3 3/4-inch figures if that's what you're going for. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at our Scorpion. Moving on to our 360 spin, the Scorpion looks fine, but it's not amazing looking or anything. The majority of the body is black. The segmented joint areas are outlined in sort of grayish color. There's a bit of green highlights here and there, but it's still mostly black, and his stinger is fairly bright red. And the sculpt and proportions and everything are pretty spot on to what an Emperor Scorpion should look like. I'm not massively fond of the colors. I'm going to pop up a picture of an actual Emperor Scorpion real quick. They did the gray in a really bad looking way on this figure compared to how that actually looks on a real Emperor Scorpion. They also made the stinger a bit too bright red, but that's less important. But I think the gray on this figure actually makes it look much worse than if they would have actually done it properly. Otherwise, though, I think in terms of looks, it looks fine. It doesn't look as good as a figure that costs this much should look, but it looks fine. Unfortunately, you get a very low amount of articulation here. They're all on revolver joints, as you would expect from Revoltech. You get one at the base of the forelimb, one at the base of the pincer. You get a little hinge for the claw itself. Absolutely none of the legs are articulated. You get 2 joints here at the base of the abdomen, one at the base of the tail, one here close to the end, and one for the stinger, and that is it. You can sort of slightly alter his pose, but he is always going to be flat on the ground. You can't get him to rear back. Can't move his legs independently. He's just generally not really all that posable, and it's horrible, really. It's horribly disappointing. Packaging-wise, you get a very unusual and unnecessarily large box. It's got the Kaiyodo logo, RevoGeo. It's got a sticker on it that tells you it's the Pandinus Imperator. On the back, you get the RevoGeo logo again, and a bunch of Japanese stuff that I can't read. The front door of this opens with like a weird peg in a loop, which I don't understand, but whatever. It opens up, it has a lot of what I assume is information about the Scorpion there on the inside. It's got this weird little thing with kanji on it that's like a little slightly transparent bit of paper. And then if you peel that back, there's just a big empty slot where the Scorpion would be. It's a very weird packaging design. I don't know why they went with this. It's completely excessive. And overall, it's really not good for in-package display in the slightest, so you're probably going to want to take him out of the packaging so you can display him in very uninteresting poses. And that about wraps it up for our Scorpion. So until next time, goodbye!